the CrossFit Open, and just a little bit of heads up just for the next 2 days. Obviously today, I think today's workout looks like great crack, and it looks kind of spicy, looks kind of fun. So it's your last kind of little push. Tomorrow's workout still is quite of a challenge. But I think just for the CrossFit Open, what's going to come up is you're going to end up having some squat variation. There's going to be overhead squats, because you can scale that down if you had a dowel at home. So I think it's going to be overhead squats and toes to bar, because it's the easiest scaling option for equipment free. They can end up bringing it down towards a sit up or a V up on the floor if you don't have that pull up bar. So keep in mind, there will be squats in the Open, 100%. There is squats tomorrow. So if anyone is in the Open, they want to give it a go back, just take tomorrow cheesy. You still do it, but just take it cheesy, just as an FYI. Friday is just nice and easy. It's just kind of little strength work kind of day. But anyway, talking through today's workout. Today's workout is for time. Obviously, we all had a quick little look at it. And it's a little kind of ladder going down in repetitions of dumbbell clean and jerk. We are going to the ground, all right, every repetition. And I am going to ask you to alternate hands. If you're not comfortable about changing over quite fast, it's okay to do a chunk of them on each, on one side. But optimally, I'd like you to change hands if you can. I'll have a little go at that later in the warm-up. And then double unders. And obviously, if you can't double under, you can single under, or we can kind of switch towards a bit of a toe tap or a lateral hop. All right. So guys, the way it's going to go real quickly, I'm just going to talk down through it because obviously there's loads of repetitions. Easiest way to get through it in your mind is just to think about the clean and jerk. All right, it's 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. So we're taking off 2 repetitions each round. All right. And then you're just doubling that amount for your double unders. So then 40, 32, 40, 36, 32, so forth, all the way down. All right. Get all the way through that. If you're going towards the likes of single skips, you're doing loads of maths here, you're going to double the amount of double unders. And then if you're going towards let's say a lateral hop, all right, or you're just going on a side hop, you can just stick to the same amounts. You can go 40, 32. What do I keep saying? 32, 40, 36, 32, all the way down. If you're going towards a toe tap or quick kind of toe taps, I will ask you to kind of treat that like a single under and go towards 80 bad maths all the way down. I'm not going to do the rest of the maths the whole way down. All right, just because each toe tap you can count as repetitions. So 1, 2, you can count that all the way up to 80. All right. Does anyone have any questions? As I always say, it's okay to ask questions in a group environment on Zoom at 6:30 in the morning. No questions.
You explained it so well.
Oh, thanks. I always do that at the 10 a.m. class. I'm just like, guys, anyone any questions? They're like, no, you explained that perfectly. I'm just like, savage. You do the warm up, and someone's like, so what are we doing? I'm just like, anyway, guys, if you obviously have a question, ask it after the warm up, or we're just gonna start flowing through it. So guys, just starting off, just make sure you have your dumbbell or weight kind of next to you. We'll add it in now in a moment. Or then otherwise not have your skipping rope or something that you're just going to add in. So if I say 20 skips, you can do 20 toe taps or 20 kind of side hops, just because we're going to add a couple of them in. All right. So guys, just starting off first. Let's get the hamstring done. All I want is 20 hamstring bends. All right. That is 10 on each side. I'm alternating every single repetition. So 20 hamstring bends. Try to get lower and lower. Sit your bum back. All right. Feel that little stretch through your hamstrings. Get a little bit lower. Goal always on this. Try to think you can tip the floor as you kind of work your way down through your 20 repetitions. Beautiful, guys. We're going to keep moving. All right. Once you finish your 20 repetitions, I just want you to get your calves warmed out. You're literally just going to give me 20 calf raises. So I'm literally just coming up on my toes, get a little squeeze through my calves, and come back down for 20 repetitions. Should feel the calves working straight away. Just get them moving just before your skips. Go as high as you can on your tippy toes. Feel that little squeeze. And again, guys, we're going to keep moving. Just going to keep calling it out. Next one, guys, we're just going to get the shoulders moving first. I just want you to give me 10 scat push-ups. So we're just going to go to the top of that push-up, rock forward, and then just pinch your shoulder blades, and then press and spread. The arms aren't going to bend. Just getting as much movement through those shoulders as you can. So pinch your shoulder blades, press and spread that upper back as big as you possibly can. Beautiful. Once you've done that, guys, we're going to stand up. I just want you to grab your rope in hand. I just want you to give me 20 single skips. If you don't have your single skip, you can just give me 20 side hops or 20 toe taps onto like a dumbbell or a kettlebell or whatever you kind of have. Just 20. Just 20. Beautiful, guys. From there, we're just going to start to get the weight involved. All right. And grab your kettlebell, grab your dumbbell, grab whatever weight you have. All right. I just want you to give me 10 RDLs. 2 hands are on your weight. All I want you to do is to sit your bum back behind you. Feel that stretch through the hamstrings and squeeze your bum to the top. All right. 10 repetitions. If you're looking at me doing it, it's technically always in contact with my legs. The closer that is to your body, the better. And the more you sit back into that, the better. Good, so sit the bum back as far as you can. And on the way up again, think, what are you squeezing? Are you actively squeezing your bum? Are you actively squeezing through your legs? Once you've done your 10 repetitions, just place that down on the ground. Again, we're just gonna keep moving through it. Make sure you're having a little look at me. We're just gonna do 10 shoulder openers, just to kind of get a little stretch through your shoulders before we go above our head. So we're just gonna go to the top of that push-up. All we're gonna do is press your head through your arms, return back down to the top of a push-up, and then we're just going to flow through 10 repetitions. Each one, try to think you're trying to go a little bit further than the last. So press your head through. Beautiful. Guys, once you're standing up, once you finish out, we're standing up, and just grab your weight, place it in between your legs. All right, we're just going to quickly go over some dumbbell hang cleans, not hang cleans, sorry, dumbbell cleans from the floor, because we have it in the workout. And this is your perfect chance as well, where you might practice kind of changing hands. All right, so if you're having a quick look at me, all right, I'm in about a squat stance. I've got shoulder width with my feet. I'm going to have my dumbbell. I'm just going to get my bum down as low as I possibly can. Do not leave your bum in the air and try to lift this weight. Sit yourself down. I'm just going to jump this weight straight up to my shoulder, thinking I'm going to have my dumbbell or my kettlebell in contact with my shoulder. And when I want to change over, I'm going to change over on the way down. As I bring the dumbbell down, I'm just going to swap hands really quickly. Tip the floor, jump it up, change over. Tip the floor. All right, let's see 10 repetitions. That is going to be 5 on each side. If you are in no way confident with changing over hands, you don't have to. Just tip it on the ground and pull it back up 5 on one side, tip it on the ground and pull it back up 5 on the other side. Go.
Yeah, I might just go from the hang.
Yeah, that's fine, man. No bother. Keep yourself safe. Beautiful. Anybody kettlebelling it? Yeah, I know it's a little bit more awkward changing over. So anybody kettlebelling it, it's okay to not change hands every repetition. I don't mind. I know it's awkward. I love kettlebells, but they are more awkward to change over. So let's just say for yourself, you know, if you're in the round of 20, you might just do 5, then change 5, change 5 and 5. It's just easy. I don't mind. But just because they are a little bit more awkward. Guys, keeping that dumbbell out, and we're just going to get it back up to your shoulder now. And all I want you to do is just to give me 5 push presses on one side. So again, dumbbell or kettlebells in contact with your shoulder. I'm just going to use my legs, drive that up, thinking bicep next to the ear on the top. So I'm not pressing this out to the side. I want a nice straight line, 5. You can just change over at your shoulder, and then 5. Perfect. Now, pretty much, guys, we're just going to add all this together just to make sure we're flowing through this. Well, I'm just going to ask for a little kind of miniature round now. Just kind of look at me first. We're going to go for 10 dumbbell clean and jerks from the floor straight into 20 skips. So just having a quick look at me with my weight. Obviously my weight goes to the ground. So I tip the ground, I jump it to my shoulder, I jump it above my head. If you want, you can bring it down to your shoulder, change over just as we did earlier. Tip, jump, jump, that's 2 reps. If you're confident, just changing throughout the movement, that's okay. And then if you just want to do 5 on one side, then have a change over and do 5 on the other. But I want 10 clean and jerks into 20 skips just to finish off warming up. Let's go. Lovely. It's your time to kind of practice a little bit of a flow through it. So always think, jump it to your shoulder, jump it above your head, then change hands, jump it to shoulder, jump it above your head, change hands. And find a little rhythm. I'm kind of a weirdo. I like to talk to myself when I'm doing kind of stuff like this. I'd be like, jump, shoulder, overhead, change, jump, shoulder, overhead, change. And I just get a little rhythm in the head. Straight into your 20 skips or your 20 side hops, or if you're doing toe taps. And once you finish those skips, guys, if anybody has any questions, now is your chance to ask.
We're just doubling up. If we're doing single unders, we'll just do 4.
Yep, yeah, 100%. Well, the first,
yeah,
it'll be 80 in the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I'll try and put my maths hat on this morning.
I know, yeah, my math skills aren't that fast. I'd be like, guys, any other questions? No. Beautiful. Guys, I'm going to have a little clock running, obviously, so you can see it. Just see how long it takes, all right? Again, thinking 20, 18, 16, you're taking off 2 repetitions on your clean and jerk the entire way down until you get to 2. You're doubling that amount for double unders. And then if you're doing single unders, you double the amount for your single skips. Guys, international Zoom, I'm ready to do some fitness thing. Put your thumb up so I know everyone's ready. Yeah. Alex, you ready? Yeah, thumbs up. Good man. All right, guys, I'm gonna press my clock, 5-second countdown. All right, goal of this is try not to stop. All right, dumbbell clean and jerks getting less, the skips are getting less. Goal is just to keep moving through it. Here we go. Dumbbell and kettlebell first, whatever you're on. 5-second warning, this is a 5-second countdown. And clock's on. Hear the beep. 2, 1, and let's go, guys. You are into your round of 20 repetitions. All right. Remember, go get it to the shoulder, get it above your head. That's 1 rep. Change hands, tip the floor, keep moving through it. Again, as I said earlier, kettlebell crew, if you're on your kettlebell, it's okay to stay on the same side for a couple more repetitions, just because it is more awkward to change over.
Live from the holy grounds of Tomorrowland, this is Jack Wins.
Lovely again. And again, goal is unbroken on all of these sets. It'll end up being a little bit of a grip burner, a little bit of a shoulder burner. Goal is just to keep moving. And when you get into your skips, then it's 40 double unders, 80 single unders. All right. If we're going towards side hops, just count to 40 repetitions for me. All right, 40 side hops. If we're going towards a toe tap, I'm going to ask you to count to 80. All right, just because it's quick feet. Lovely, guys. When you're getting back into your next round, again, it's going to be your 18 and 36. All right. Again, I'll try to keep calling them out, but hopefully, again, you're going to know where you are because we're all going to break up now in a few minutes. Lovely, gang. And remember, as we're doing our touching on the ground, we're getting that bum down nice and low. And that seems nice from everybody. Because again, we want to make this a big leg drive. You don't want to make this a big back foot. You want to pump those legs to jump into your shoulder and then above your head. Lovely gang. Lovely Captain and Luke, well done. Nice Sarah. Beautiful. With 3 minutes gone, most of us now are fairly deep into that 36 on our skips, or we're starting that round of 16 on our clean and jerk. And we're clean and jerk now. Third round will be 16 and 32. 16 and 32. But always just try to remember your clean and jerk round is your easiest way to do it. Let's go, Ben. Nice, Cleaner and crew, well done. Man, Alex, all of us kind of working through that deep of that round of 16 and 32. And if that dumbbell starts to get heavier going above your head, use those legs to drive it up, all right? And guys, goal, try to minimize that rest. If we're transitioning between our weights and our skips, take those kind of 3 big deep breaths, then automatically just move on. Goal is to just keep pushing through this. We're only the guts of 4.5 minutes in. Sarah, let's get back into this quick. Good woman. Same Alex, a little bit of water there, straight back in now. Get on that weight. Good man. If you're going into it now, you might be starting looking at that round of 14 and 28. Good woman, Jen. The odd double under. Good woman. Savage work. And just keep getting back on that dumbbell if you can. Good man, Ben. And we're going to get that bum down low as we're getting that weight to the floor. Bum down nice and low. Nice, Katrin. Nice, Lukey. Let's go, Sarah. Good woman. Keep moving that dumbbell. Lovely, guys. Some of us might start looking at that round of 12 and 24. And we're really getting into the home stretch of this workout now. All right. Try to think when you start getting down to that 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, that's going to be a big push now just to keep moving. All right. If you want to improve and adapt a kind of workouts like this, it's the end of the workout. You go through that little bit of a burn and you just keep pushing yourself, keep pushing your body. Nice, Lukey. Good man, Alex.
This is Kirby, and you are listening to
Good man, Alex. Don't stop. Woman, Jen, flying. So it's just coming up to 7 minutes now. Remember, everyone's at a different point. You might be on your 12s, 24s. You might be on your 10s and 20s. Really, when you hit those 10s, think about how much little work it is. It's 5 each side. 8s is 4. It's a sprint to finish. So a big push. Let's go, Jen. Pick it back up. Lovely, guys. 7.5 minutes in now. Big push.
I guess it didn't drive far since we fell apart because you've been to never ends. Can't apologize, just see it for the guys. Just fix yourself real quick, baby, then maybe you realize you never been on me, dealing with you easy. Please just set me free, yeah.
That's it, clean it and leave, guys. Keep pushing, keep moving. Good man, Ben. 8 minutes gone, guys. Remember, I really want to see a big dig in now for your last couple of rounds. 8, 6, 4, 2 is just empty the tank. Just try to keep moving. Minimize those rest periods. I think even count out 3 to 5 seconds. Try to get back in. Come on, Ben. Big breath there. Let's get that dumbbell. I said our kettlebell back up.
Motivation to get going for the day. One World Radio, the sound of Tomorrowland. It's just another day break sessions with you.
Jen, you finished?
Brand new show.
Yeah, good woman. Lovely. Catch your breath. Savage work.
Perfect way to eat your lunch with amazing electronica playing here on One World Radio, the sound of Tomorrowland. They are back with a summer smash, rivaling. I feel it, I reckon. If you want to, Left Wing and Cody plays on the daybreak sessions.
There we go, big push to the end. You can obviously see this is starting to whittle down. Anybody feel the transitions are happening faster? Just try to keep moving. Come on, Catherine. Move that kettlebell. Ten minutes gone, guys. Clean and neat, we finished there, thumbs up. Finished. Lovely ladies, well done. Alex done. Good man, well done. Savage work. Catherine, we done? Yeah, savage work. Come on, Lukey, you keep moving. I'm Ben and Sarah, we're still working. Come on, Lukey. Good man, Luke. Well done. That's it, Sarah. Come on, Ben. 2 of us still left in it. Well done, Ben. Last set of skips there. Well done, Sarah. Well done, crew. Well done, gang. How was that? Unmute yourself there for a minute.
That was deadly. That was a deadly workout.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good.
It's tough.
I'm going to give it a little bash now. Where was the hardest bit? Was it shoulders,
Yeah,
arms,
shoulders.
shoulders? I kind of thought so with and then the hips. At what round was it kind of starting to, what round was it starting to get tough, or was it getting easier near the end as the reps ran down?
16 and
Mentally-
14 were tough. Yeah.
16 and
Yeah.
14?
Yeah.
And did it start to become a little bit easier when it was kind of 8, 6, 4, 2? You're just like, right, like it's not that
Yeah,
bad.
the
Like,
exit side.
yeah. Lovely, guys. Little burner, kind of little 10-minute workout. Lovely. I'm going to give it a little bash now in a couple of minutes once I kind of get warm after this. Guys, we're going to have a little bit of a stretch just to finish. We're just going to get a little stretch through the glutes just after all that hinging. We're just going to get a little stretch through the top of the chest and shoulders just after all that pressing. So we're just going to start off first. We're just going to do a little pigeon stretch. We're just going to do it on the floor. So all you're just going to need is a bit of a mat. I'm going to hold each thing for about 45 seconds to a minute. All right, so just try to catch your breath as we do that. As always, with your pigeon stretch, try to have your leg at a right angle bend as best you can. All right, so I'm just going to get into it. And then we're getting
Kean, I'm just going. Thanks, Mel.
No worries, Sarah.
Yeah.
Well done. See you later. All right, guys, so just popping yourself down on the ground. So just pop that one leg just out the front as best you can. And try not to let that foot sink back into the body. Keep it out in front as best you can. All right? Clock's already on. If you're able to, try to creep down towards your elbows and then try to preference yourself kind of over towards your foot side. So we're halfway through. So if you're not down on your elbows, try to push yourself down lower or even start to reach your arms out in front just to get a little bit lower to the ground. All right, just slowly bring one leg back behind you. All right, just come up into a little pike. And all I want you to do is to swap it out in front. Clock's already back on. Again, try to keep that leg out in front as best you can. Grip it down to the elbows, or even reach the arms out in front. And then try to preference yourself over to lean towards your foot. That's it, front. Couple of seconds left, so again, try to go a little bit lower into it, reach out in front. Lovely, guys, and relax. Right, we're going to stay at the ground. We're just going to get a little stretch just through the top of the chest and shoulders. All right, just so make sure you have space. We're going to lie face down. We're going to do a scorpion stretch. We're just going to have our two arms out wide. We're going to try to get opposite foot to opposite hand. So if you're having a little look at me, I'm lying face down. I'm going to go right arm out to the side, right shoulder stays in contact. I'm going to try to get my left foot to the right hand. All right, we're going to get into that now in the next couple of seconds. So we'll start now next 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're back on the clock. So try to get that right, say left foot to your right hand.
I know it.
Yeah, you just put it straight in my face.
Oh, sorry.
Get as much twist over as you can, keeping that shoulder in contact with the ground. All right, coming back into center. All right, let's go left arm out. And then right leg to left arm. Lovely, gang. And you can slowly pop yourself up out of that one. Lovely, guys. You are free to go. All right. Remember, tomorrow, if you're doing the open, take it easy. There's a couple of squats to do tomorrow. Don't murder yourself. If you are doing the open, because obviously that is on the weekend. Otherwise than that, you guys are free to go.
Thanks a million, Cian. That was a great workout.
No.